Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today I've recorded 5 videos. Not today for you, the day that you're watching this, but today for me, this is my 5th recording. I am recording a bunch of videos in advance because I'm going out of town for a week. I'm going to be attending a funeral. If you are a longtime fan of the channel, consider checking out the comments, consider answering some of the questions in the comments because I won't be able to for a little while. We are continuing our gold stake streak. We've won the last 9, I think it is. Maybe the 10th deck is the checkered deck. Go next. We almost have the straight here. So one thing I could do is I could discard and look for better spades. I could try to get a queen here to get the one shot. These spades win. We can take a Jupiter card, we can take a buffoon pack. Alright, so I guess immediately now let's talk about the checker deck. I think on the checker deck, if you are playing on gold stakes and you play flushes every time on the checker deck, then you're not going to have as high win rate as you could. I think you need to be a little bit flexible. I think you need a little bit open-minded and sort of open to different build paths that are possible. Just because we're playing on the checker deck doesn't mean we can't still spam pairs on the gold stake. But maybe this one time we will take the Jupiter card, and if we take the Jupiter card, then maybe that's an incentive for us to go into flushes. Also here with the first shot buffoon pack, we say, okay, on the checker deck, maybe I don't take the buffoon pack because I know even if I didn't have the Jupiter card here, even if I didn't take anything, the second round is very easy, winnable. You can play 2 flushes, no problem. The boss, you can play 2.5 flushes. Sometimes you can get 2 300-point flushes and beat the boss that way. And then even in round 4, if we go to the small blind of Ante 2, you can win with 3 flushes. And so there's the first 4 rounds, I don't need to buy anything. If I don't want to, I can just save my money for interest, but I think I will take the Jupiter card here. With our gold stake streak, we are not just interested in beating Ante 8 every time, but we want to try to see how far we can go. And so maybe leveling up flushes in the short term and then switching to flush houses in the long term. Maybe that's a better Ante 10 plan compared to trying to spam pairs. Pairs which might not be able to go that far. Let's go next. Alright, with the upgrade to our flush, we should be able to one-shot here, which is good. So you could think of that as like, we spent $3 on the Jupiter card, but being able to one-shot here, we get an extra $1 from an extra hand. Not the kind of flush that can beat the boss here, but we can beat the boss with 2 hands. We could take Sock and Buskin. That's a very good long-term plan, but it doesn't really help us too much right now. When we are playing flushes, so when you play straights, you get a lot of points from the planet cards, and then enhanced cards don't matter as much. You spend more of the tarot cards on the deck building rather than the enhanced cards. If we are going for flushes, then enhanced cards are a little bit easier to use. As long as you put the enhancements on any card of the correct suit, or you open a standard pack and you take any card of the correct suit, then that can be very useful. So maybe then, even before we get to the point of having glass cards, using Sock and Buskin to retrigger lucky cards and molt cards and bonus cards does have some value. So maybe let's take that and go next. In the short term, we can use Sock and Buskin to get extra chips on our hearts. I'm going for hearts here because I know all the spades are debuffed by the boss. So this will give me extra chips on my queen and my jack. And that'll let us one-shot, despite having the low hearts. Okay, Moon, Mars, we don't need. Could open a Celestial pack for another Jupiter card, but we know probably we don't need it. Go next. Here we can play 2 flushes. And, all right, this wins. I don't have to discard if I don't want to. Okay, now we're up to 18 bucks. We could take reserve parking. We could take Jolly Joker. Jolly Joker actually pretty good on the checker deck because you can play a flush with a pair. Yeah, this will probably allow me to one-shot the next round. I could take the reserved parking for money. Sure, go next. So I don't even need to play a flush if I have Jolly Joker. I don't have to play a flush. I'm gonna try to get face cards for my parking value. So, all right, let's get the money. One more time. One more time. Okay, and then we can finish with a spade flush. We have 2 jacks for the Jolly Joker. Ship it. Okay. Photograph, I can re-trigger with Sock and Buskin. In the short term, it's holographic. In the long term, it's a ×2. Which is probably very good. Straight up, very good. Okay. It's a rental. I can pay for with parking. So, yeah, let's do it. Could take Blue Joker as a source of chips. I think if I have Sock and Buskin and Photograph, maybe I don't need this. I will take the Arcana packs. So, Jupiter cards are helpful, but not as strong as Saturn cards. So when I am playing flushes, I prioritize Arcana packs. I can take 20 bucks here. And in that case, I have money for a Celestial pack. I could take a Jupiter card and take the blank voucher. All right. So face down after played. I think with Photograph, maybe I don't need a flush. Sort by suit. Okay. So by rank. These are low-ish cards. And we can play 4 jacks. Okay. Earth, Arcana pack. I'm gonna go clearance sale first. Discounted Arcana pack. Pool for Jupiter is okay. Probably instead of a gold card. I could make a gold jack. Is pretty good with parking. I think I want the Jupiter card for points. Standard pack. You can take a blue 4. That's great. Go next. Boss gonna debuff my diamonds. That's okay. All right. I could dig for the blue seal. I think I'm just going to collect my parking money. One more time. And then the flush here is definitely enough. Go ahead and ship it. Only need 1 flush since we have the Photograph and Sock my Buskin. Okay. Earth and Saturn here. So 2 planet cards in the shop. Jumbo Celestial, pretty good chance we get Jupiter. Then Arcana, looking for a Fool. Hermit is also okay. Alright, now we got money. Let's go one more. We could pick up Michelle. And do I want to reroll another one? Yeah, I can replace Jolly Joker. Let's go one more. Could take Paradolia as an Eternal. Then Succubus gonna retrigger every card. I think long term, I don't need this. I don't need Paradolia. We can just draw the face cards naturally. It's not a problem. Go next. Okay. Ship it. Alright, I have hearts here. I want to make sure that I have a flush, so I am going to... Well, does the full house win with the photograph? I'm going to play the queen here just to be safe. And then that way we know for sure we have 5 hearts. Just to be safe. Maybe I should play the 2 of hearts. I didn't need to play all the face cards. Michelle left me. Hey, you know what? That's great. Fool for a hermit? Alright, if I have a hermit, I want to open the celestial pack. Before I open the celestial pack, let's re-roll. Swashbuckler, Fibonacci. Go one more. Star. Okay, well, celestial pack here. I don't have Jupiter. I can take maybe leveling up full house. Maybe leveling up 3 of a kind makes sense with this reserve parking plan. And then I will use the hermit now. We could take a foil. I guess we don't have any diamonds or clubs, so I guess I'll take the Chad instead. And could make some diamonds. Now we got money, we could reroll one more. Could take a Spaceman, could take Crafty Joker. Let's go Spaceman. And I'm not going to spend $8 on a reroll just yet. Let's go next. Okay. So, find those face cards. I can play a pair. Thanks, Zeno. I have an even split of spades and hearts. I have spades, okay. So I don't have a flush, but that's okay. I did level up my 3 of a kind. So let's play 3 jacks. And that should be plenty. Got the Chad and the photograph. Nice. Alright, what's next? Rough gem we can't do. Crystal ball's always great. Standard pack looking for seals. Could take a gold seal 6. It's not a face card. But gold seal is really good with the Chad. Alright, for the Arcana pack, we could take the bull. We could use the Lovers card. I'm lukewarm on the Lovers. Maybe. Only $2. A little more. World. Okay, I could use the world here. I could save the world for the blue seal. Maybe that's what I want to do. Let's go Steel Queen. Go next. Okay, I have the 4, which is great. Let's start with the high card 10. I can play 6 as a high card with the Chad. 9 and 8. Okay. I can turn king and queen and 4 into spades. I can make a wild 7 if I want. I could save the wild for my face cards, but if I turn the face cards into wild cards, maybe they get debuffed. Yeah, let's go lovers here. World here. Play just enough face cards. And ship it. A little bit unfortunate we don't have the flush house, but that makes sense. I mean, we have 54 cards in the deck. With the Spaceman leveling up our high card, maybe if we get enough level ups, we can just win with high card with the photograph and the Chad in an emergency. Standard pack, I could pick up another seal. This time a gold seal 7 is worth it. I think if I didn't have the Chad, I wouldn't take the gold seal 7. That's the deciding factor for me. Arcana. We can use a Fool for Jupiter. Is okay, but there are better things that we can do. Let's go reroll once. So here's Jupiter, and let's try the Arcana pack. Hungman or Death. If we use Death to copy, let's say, the Queen of Spades, get extra Steel Queen, then I can use the Fool for another Death card and I can make another blue seal, and then we would have 2 in the deck. I think I'm just going to hang them, and I think it's going to be Hearts. Use the Fool. Hang them again. Let's go next. Okay. 4 and 3, we can hang them. Pair of 6s with the Chad. Then discard. High card 7. I have spades. Let's keep the spades. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chip it. Alright. As far as gold stake runs go, maybe this one is not the most difficult one we've ever had. I could go Buffoon first. Maybe the Spaceman's done. Campfire is pretty strong, but I think we don't actually need it. So I'm just going to skip here. I'm okay with keeping the Spaceman for a little bit longer. Spectral pack, I would like to reroll for tarot cards first. Smiley face is good with Sock My Buskin. I don't think we need it. I could spin the wheel. I could spend $8. Let's not go $8. Red seal on a jack. Or red seal king. I think if we really want to go for a long time, go red seal king. And then we do the kings. And then we get the idol. Easy as that. Do I want to spin the wheel? Probably not yet. The last card we used was the Hungman. Alright, so if I wanted to, I can play a pair. Try to get some parking money. I can play... Yeah. Alright, we have no discard, so I'm going to play the 7 for the money. Play the 6. Throwing away the 2. And then I want to play the flush with a face card in the front. The placement of the face card doesn't actually matter. But if you are curious, putting the face card in the front is worth 60,000. Okay. So now I've used Jupiter, so I don't feel bad about using the wheel. Red Seal 5 could take a Lucky Jack. Lucky Jack that we can retrigger a bunch. Lucky Jack is fine. It is a Jack of Spades. I don't think we need to do that. Alright. Reroll. Get another Hung Man. Could take a business card here as an Eternal. Business card, great with Sock and Busking, great with the Chad here, great with the photograph, but as an Eternal. So if the goal is to beat Ante 8, we already did it. We already have enough technology. We could beat Ante 8. If the goal is to beat Ante 10, I think also, yeah, we don't need this money. We can do the parking money. If the goal is to beat Ante 14 or Ante 12, then I don't take the Eternal here. I leave my Joker slots for maybe a Blueprint or a Brainstorm or an Idol. Go one more. Mercury. We'll take a Celestial Pack now. No Jupiter. Let's pick up Plutonium. Go one more. There. Now we can make some lucky cards. Let's go next. Alright, 5 and 2, we can hang them. Discard for those face cards. Okay. How about pair of aces? Trying to draw the gold seals and blue seals and face cards. There's the blue seal. Let's keep the 9 so that I know I have enough spades. I can play the 4. This 10 and Jack. Let's do 10 and Jack as lucky cards. Sorry, King and Jack. And retrigger Red Seal. Chip it. Yum. If that's not just like we drew it up. Spaceman, I guess I'm not really interested in another Spaceman. Could take Northern Lion as a perishable. Seems like a good idea. Mega Standard, looking for seals. Do I want a gold seal too? I already have 2 gold seals in the deck. Maybe I don't want diamonds. I could take a purple 7. Purple seal seems like a really good idea. At least for the long term. If I'm only going to Ante 8, I probably don't take the purple seal. But if I do want to go further than that, maybe I have more time to get more value out of my purple seal. Purple seals are awkward with the parking because with parking you want to use all your discards first to find your face cards and then play your hands for money. With the purple seals, if you don't find it right away, sometimes what you want to do is you want to play hands and save your discards for your purple seals. Kind of the opposite of the parking. Could take the Constellation. I think I don't need it. I think points, I don't need points. I just need money. Could take the Mime. Could take Cavendish. Mime could be money. Parking money, perhaps? Hermit gives me 20 bucks. I could use strength on nothing. Alright, give me the money. Go one more. Steel, Joker. Nope. Okay, discard purple. Fool gives me a hermit, that's acceptable. I can play the gold seal for the money. And all right, I want to make sure I have enough spades. So also mime is going to give me 2 planet cards. I have the crystal ball, so I can hold on to the hermit. Let's play the 5. Okay, let's play the jack, because I want to make sure I have enough spades. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the lucky card in front. Get a little bit of money. All right, I saved the hermit card so that I can do this. I can go Jupiter's first, followed up with the hermit. All right. Mega standard pack. Jack of hearts, I'm going to say no. Celestial pack, we can wait. We can reroll first. Justice on a face card could be good. Eternals, we can skip. $8, sure. Erosion is +8. Okay, I don't want to spend $9 on a reroll, probably. Maybe one more. All right. I can use the Empress on my face cards as well. Here, take the plutonium and go next. Okay. -1 hand size. Okay. All right. Let's play the 6s. Let's play the 7s. I'm going to throw away the jack here because we have -1 hand size. I want to make sure I get a spade flush. Okay, I can play a 2. I can play a 3. All right. The kings I will make into molt cards. The 5 I will turn into glass. And here I am hoping that the glass breaks. Lucky card in front for the Chad. Okay. We could take the Baron. So Baron is of course very good with the mime, even though Baron is in general pretty bad on gold stakes. Also pretty bad if your plan is to play flushes, because flushes is a 5-card hand. It's then more difficult to hold the kings in hand if you're playing 5 cards. Also awkward with the Chad and photograph work because you can just play high card, you can just play 1 card. But we already have Sock and Buskin, and so maybe Sock and Buskin wants us to play 5 cards and keep playing flushes. So I think this is not going to be the Baron run. When you're playing on white stake, by the way, slight digression here. When you're playing on white stake, you never have to worry about scoring. Scoring is never a problem. And so the thing that's tricky or interesting about white stake is how much value can I get per round? How much money can I get per round? And then that money gives me the resources for later. It gives me access to booster packs for deck building and re-rolling for tarot cards and buying vouchers and stuff like that. When we're playing on gold stake, because you need more points, because you have, in general, the jokers appear at lower quality, you get perishable jokers and rental jokers that you need to replace, you get eternal jokers that you can't replace because of all these drains on your resources and the higher scoring requirements of the higher stakes. you need to dedicate more Joker slots to points, and you have less Joker slots left over for generating value and generating money. And maybe I don't get to be as greedy with my gold seals and my purple seals. I need to actually be careful of scoring enough points when I'm playing on the high stakes. And so that can be a big difference with the trying to set up the long endless runs. Let's take overstock here. I think something that's particularly interesting about this run, and maybe has never happened like this before in all of our gold stake runs, getting the Chad and the photographs so early. My build is so strong, I have a lot of room for grinding out value, noodling around. No mailing rebate, mime and parking. Let's go. What was the last tarot card we used? Justice? Okay. Celestial pack, we can take Jupiter and reroll one more. Don't need Cavendish. World is great. So with the world, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to target all of my face cards. I would like to turn this purple seal into spades. I would like to turn this gold seal into spades. I could go $8. I could take a showman. So this is interesting. We're in kind of a unique position where we have access to a decent amount of money, more money than we normally would on the gold stake. And because Chad and Photograph are both commons, so we've seen how many times Cavendish has come up already. We've seen 2 Cavendishes. You can use the showman to get an extra Photograph or an extra Chad. Photograph would be best, but Chad is also okay. That's interesting. So if you just want to set up the absolute longest possible run given this build, what you would do is, okay, don't worry about this showman, just try to get blueprint and brainstorm and idle. But just for science, let's take the showman because it's fun. Between the parking and the mime, we get rid of parking, we take the showman. The mime no longer does anything except for retrigger the 1 blue seal, but in the future the mime could give us extra money from gold cards. Temperance is $8, so we're gonna hang him instead. Here, the 7s I wanted to turn into spades. The king I wanted to turn into spades. These are great. And let's remove the hearts. We can probably remove the aces as well. Even though it's a spade, that's okay. Go next. All right, so now I don't care about parking money. What I care about is drawing the blue seal, playing the gold seal for the money. I can go, let's see. What if I play the glass 5? I can try to break the glass 5. Nice. Now I do have the blue seal, so let's go 7 first for the money. I could play the flush house if I just want to unlock the flush house. It will be easier and more consistent. In 8 antes, it'll be easier to just level up flushes rather than going for the flush house. So let's just do that. Do a normie flush here. Maybe it's possible I could still go for the flush 5 if I got enough kings of spades. This 4, the blue seal being a 4 and not a face card is awkward for us. Alright, so we do the same move of using the Jupiter cards first and then using the Hermit second. If we didn't have the crystal ball, we wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, I'm looking for another photograph. Otherwise, we can skip. Before we go Arcana, let's look for some tarot cards. Could take Justice and try to break another card. We could spin the wheel. We just used a Hermit, right? Would you look at that? Makes me laugh. Let's go Crazy Joker. I think I'll do this. Let's get rid of the Mime. Okay. Holographic, I don't really care about. Strength is cool. Okay. $9. No, let's go Arcana. Alright, so now I would be looking for another Chad. That could be cool. We can hang him again. That's cool. I can use Strength on... I want to use Strength on my purple seal to turn it into a face card. I could also use Strength on a Queen to get more kings. Maybe I want to strength my gold seal eventually into a face card so I can use Sock and Buskin. Let's go strength here. Let's make a glass 8 so we can break it. Let's go 5 and 3. Let's hang them. And go next. 45 cards in the deck. Beautiful. Excellent. Let's play the 7s. Okay. I can play this flush with the 7 in front. I could discard and try to get my lucky cards. I can try to get my purple seal. Let's just ship it. Okay. Gift card I really love, but we're gonna do the showman. I can take a Queen of Hearts. I can take a lucky queen. Let's skip a little more. We could take another photograph, but it's perishable, so I'm not gonna take the perishable. We can find another one. I told you we could find another one. Celestial Pack. If I don't have Jupiter, I'm gonna skip. This is a frequent question that I get. Why do we skip the Celestial Pack sometimes? Why do we take them sometimes and then skip them sometimes? We skip in case we get a Fool. The Fool will copy the Jupiter card that I just used if I get a Fool. Let's go one more. He's back. Go next. Okay, discard the hearts. I'm gonna discard all of these. Okay, so if I just want to get out of here, I can do this flush. I can make a gold card. Yeah, how about a gold queen? And then ship it. Okay. That's another question that I get from new players a lot is why make the queen into gold, the face card into gold, instead of making a heart into gold, since the gold cards you want to not play them. Actually, the opposite question is, okay, if you have a card in hand and it's a gold card and you are forced to hold on to it, would you rather the gold card be a face card, which is useful, a spade, which is useful, or have it be something that's not useful? That's it. All right, 2 Celestial Packs here, Jumbos. We can take Jupiter. And again, maybe skip, or maybe Mars. Boss is gonna debuff my spades. Bummer. Magician is cool with Sock and Buskin and the Chad. We can go take the Empress or go one more. Empress, go one more. Alright. Just looking for another Chad. For funsies. The 7s I can make into lucky cards. So now I can play this flush with the gold seal in front. Okay. I can play a straight with a gold seal in front. And then I can discard to find spades. Okay, I'm gonna try to break this 8. I don't need this many spades. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the wild card in front. I could make some molt cards, but it's probably not too important. $89. Emperor, Justice, and Magician. Red gold card, usually I'm pretty excited about, but it's not a face card, so we don't need it. Before we go spectral, let's find some tarot cards. Jupiter, sure. Just like we drew it up. Look at this. Look at this guy. Okay. Spectral pack, we could go one more. Alright. Our Joker slots are full. Our Joker slots are locked in. Let's go next. So we can let's play the pair of 7s for the money. Let's discard the spades. I have a purple seal. I don't need this tower. I probably don't need this jack. Death. Okay. So, Queen and King as lucky cards. I could make a glass face card. I could make a non-face card into glass. I like the idea of copying the red seal. Also, it's a king. So now let's do something like, okay, lucky, 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 and then play all the face cards. I could play the glass cards trying to break them, but I'll just play the lucky cards for the chance of money. Yeah, maybe that's enough points. Okay. Jupiter. Maybe I should reroll first. In case I get a fool, I can copy the death card. So here's a blue seal jack. Probably if we only have 3 rounds left, like if you're trying to beat ante 8, you don't take this here. If I'm trying to beat ante 10, maybe all of a sudden I do care again about the blue seal. Maybe my flush is already high enough level where it doesn't matter. Maybe only the xMult matters. I should have waited. Fool could have copied death. Golden ticket is strong here, but we don't have any Joker slots, so let's just go next. Alright, all I gotta do is find a face card made out of hearts, which admittedly is not the easiest thing to do. The flush is still 20,000. Okay. So throw all these away. I can play another spade flush. I can discard again. Okay, I can not a flush. Alright, all I gotta do is get the queen or jack of hearts. What a jack of hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship it. Extra hand size is cool. Buffoon pack probably doesn't do anything for me. Maybe a spectral pack, maybe we reroll first. This boss forces a card to be selected. Okay, that's not a problem. Spectral pack. Familiar incantation, we just skip and go next. Okay, so discard, I guess. Maybe I'll keep the 8 so we can smash. I will play high card once. So I can discard the purple seal. Chariot. So I could make a red steel king. That would be particularly powerful. I'm gonna make a steel 4. Make a Zoolander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smash the glass card. I need a couple more death cards before we do the flush 5. Or a couple more hungman would also work. Just removing cards from our deck also enables the flush 5. So, have an Arcana pack, we can reroll. Magician probably doesn't matter anymore. Polychrome Slide Joker. Hey, look, a Bloodstone, except I don't have room. Well, I could get rid of the Chad, but this is perishable, so let's go one more. Black Hole. Sure. Alright. Death. I can copy the king, I can copy the purple seals. So, for the short term, for Ante 8, the best move here is to copy the red seal king. The long term move is to copy the purple 7. Useful for another death. I maybe should have made the 7 into a lucky card first before copying it. Maybe that doesn't matter. So you turn the 6 into a 7. I can discard 1 7. Star I don't care about. I can discard another 7. Justice I don't need. I can make a glass 4. I can throw some 7s. For money? I got the blue seal. I can make some lucky cards. Play the kings and the glass cards, or the 3. For the extra lucky activation, maybe? Now let's just smash the glass. Okay. I can take another Jupiter card. I could make another glass card. Man, Overstock is so fun. Go one more. Eternal Showman, don't have room. I need the Tarot Merchant. I need more tarot cards. Can't take the Cartomancer. Glass 4. I don't have a way of playing the glass 4, so I guess I will discard. I can discard the purple. I could turn the jack into glass first and then discard purple. Okay. Let's do this. Let's play the flush and try to get the blue seal, or at least draw more lucky cards. I can play a pair. I have the red queen selected. I should play the red queen just to make sure if it's going to select a random card. Oh. I wasn't planning on that winning, but in retrospect it makes sense that that wins with just the chads and the photographs. Bummer. Yeah, I should have played the kings because they're lucky. Oh well. Not much sense in re-rolling anymore unless we want tarot cards. Boss says playing high card. Sets money to 0. I can do temperance. I can do strength. I'll take the money. Strength probably not that important. Take a hermit. We can do a little bit more re-rolling. Justice is okay. I can make a glass 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I just play the 7s. Pair. Okay. Got all these kings, so I could play the flush 5. Let's play the flush 5. Yeah. Let's do this also. Try to get the blue seal or the gold seal. I have a glass 5. Sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red seal in front and ship it. You like kings? How about those kings? Death? Okay, gold seal jack. I can't help myself. I can't resist the money. Take a world card. But one more. Cavendish again. All right. So 10 I can turn into a 7. I could use the world card here. Go world first. Let's go death second. Let's make some room. Not yet. Discard purple. Keeping one purple in case we get a fool or a death card. Just like that. I can turn a 7 I have one discard left, so we discard the 2 purples like this. I get a hermit and a wheel, so let's go wheel. Boiled. Alright, I'm not going to spin the wheel anymore in case I get ectoplasm. I can make the photograph negative. I will probably not try to get the kings here. If I have 26 cards in the deck, I'm not going to worry about getting the kings. What I will do is I will play the jacks with the gold seal in front and ship it. Do Jupiter first and then Hermit second. Nice. 2 Arcana packs. I can take a Temperance. I can take a Hungman. I can go 1 more. Magician is fine. I'm going to open Arcana 1 and then reroll for Arcana 2. Here I can go King and 7 into lucky cards. 2s, we can hang them. And then get the money. Do a little more rerolling. So Eris is okay. World is getting to the point where we don't need it anymore. Go 1 more. Mercury, Star. Alright, that's it. $11 is expensive. I can use Temperance here. Or I can make more lucky cards. Let's go World and then follow it up with Temperance. Okay, we can't play high card. Alright, got it, boss. What if we discard a 7? Wheel we said we weren't going to do anymore. What if we discarded the purple? I could use Death to copy a king. I could use Death to copy more purple. Let's do more purple still. We still got more time, so ship it. You know, if we're getting 1 billion points for a flush, maybe I'm not in a rush. We did it. So now I can take a mine, but it's eternal, so I don't think I will. Base chips and mold have no problem. Cavendish, fine. Welcome back. Could take a free roll here. Go 1 more. Celestial, Jupiter, I guess. Sun, nope. Plutonium, go 1 more. Alright, I don't want to spend $10 on a reroll. Okay. Ace, I can turn into a 7. If the plan is to do the idol, what you would do is you would stone the purple and then copy the stone so that we can build towards our kings. I think I'm okay with just the chat and the photo plan. It's not as strong, but it is good enough. It is fun enough, and I think that's the important part. So discard purple. Get a chariot. I can play the jacks for money. I can turn the purple into steel. Without the red seal, do we have enough points? So red seal is another ×4. All right, ship it. Yeah, no problem. I could do the bean. That'll make it easier for me to get the flush 5. I'm gonna do the free reroll. No hacking. We could get justice. I keep making things into glass and I keep finding a way to not play them. Maybe what I want to do is turn the jacks into glass. I think I'm gonna stop making glass cards. Cool. Not for Jupiter, but we can take a business card. Alright, I got my business socks on. Let's go next. So... discard 2 purple. Okay. Is there a way for me to play high card without winning? Maybe? Please? It's too powerful. It's too powerful. Dusk. So... maybe that actually helps me. Dusk is pretty good. Okay. Permanent business card. Instead of the Chad? Nah. I can spin the wheel now. Ah, foiled. Negative consolation. It's free. It's not, but it is. Go next. Okay. So... I can make a gold card. I apparently am not allowed to play the gold seal. Okay. So... high card was too strong last time. I could play the 10 here. 10 allows me to dig. I could play the 7s. Okay. I have a flush 5. I have a 7. One, two, three. I could make a gold 10. 9, jack. Okay, I don't want to play a flush house because I don't want to unlock the planet card. I can put the gold seal in front and chip it. Didn't get any money from the lucky cards. Bummer. Unlucky, I guess. I can take planet cards for the constellation. Is that something that I want to do? Barely. Base cards are drawn face down. That's probably not an issue. Okay. Leveling up the constellation doesn't matter, so I'm not going to spend the money. I'm just going to use the Fool for Temperance or keep it for Death. Temperance is okay, but $13 for a reroll is a little bit expensive. Alright, maybe now... No. Discard. Maybe now I can play the Jack. The high card. So like Jack, 10, 9, 8. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to how many points it is. I'll just save the Jack for the final hand. The Jack I can retrigger with Dusk anyway. Here we should probably go for the flush 5 so we can get the Heiress card from the blue seal. I can discard 2 purple. Fool gives me Temperance. I can make the Jack into Steel if I want. I can make something else into Steel if I want. I want to play the 7 for the money. I can play the 7s. And then I can use Dusk to retrigger my gold seal. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can make a Steel Jack. Didn't draw the flush 5. That's okay. We get the Jupiter card and then use Temperance. Still 1 billion points. So the best long-term play is replace the Chad with a Showman and try to get another Sock and Buskin or Dusk. Though getting a Blueprint or Brainstorm does the same thing, so maybe we don't need the Showman. Ooh, Cat is fun, but a little bit late for the Cat. Let's try this. Priestess gives me 2 planets. Then Jumbo Pack gives me Heiress. I can use Temperance. Wheel. I only have 1 left. Dusk. Fool gives me Temperance, is okay. Justice. Not important. Jupiter, not important. Baron, not important. World, not important. But it is kind of fun to turn the rest of the cards into spades, so maybe we'll do that. Okay. I can discard 1 purple. I can play a hand. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the King of Spades for the flush 5. Actually, I should have kept it. That's okay. So, play a pair of 7s. Play another 7. Okay, I got the blue seal, so instead of playing the gold seal, I'm going to play the flush 5. It's a lot of money. Is the flush 5 worth... How much is it? This is... It's like 20 bucks. Would you rather have a planet card or a hermit card? I think I'd rather have the 20 bucks, right? So, instead of Eris, we just play the flush. Unfortunate. I need strength. I need to turn my jack into a king and then we're chilling. Cool. Cavendish again. Magician I can use on my jack, I guess. Cavendish again. Alright. Emperor, what does he have to say? Fool? I can use a fool for a hermit. I can save a fool for a death or a hungman. Or a strength. I'm gonna hold the fool. Chariot? No. Emperor again? $14 reroll. Alright, for a $14 reroll, let's use the hermit. Go one more. Hey, look, an idol. So... I mean, that would be a cool thing to do, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite equipped for that yet. I'm interested in this. Magic trick. It's something that I will want to have in the future. Even if I don't immediately have a use for it. Face cards face down. World. Okay. Emperor. So let's do this. If I sort by suit. Okay. 1, 2, 3. World. Those are already lucky cards. Okay. These here. I hit the jack, which is what I wanted. Now I have a lucky jack. Nice. Justice. Chariot. 1, 2, 3. Alright, these 3 are kings, and the jack I could put in the front. Yay, another Jupiter card. Maybe that one I don't. I use a chariot, so okay, Jupiter's fine. Hey, look, a telescope. My most played hand is still high card. Actually, now it's tied. Flushes and high card. Boss is going to discard random cards. 2 Arcana packs is a great setup here. So we can do a little re-rolling. How many points do I need? I need 1 billion. We could get 1 billion. Polychrome DNA. Nah. Hermit. Really have not seen strength in a long time. Can take a hermit here. We can hang him. I think at this point 3 and 9 here. I just want to hang them. And go next. I got a death card. So could use death to copy purple. I can turn purple into glass and then copy it in case I need glass for the future. In case we need glasses. I can make another glass card. Could be a glass 7. I could probably get away with playing the jack now, finally. Play a straight flush. Maybe that's too much. Okay. Queen high. Seven for the money. Glass 8. All right. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 glass cards. All right, I'm pretty sure we're fine with just the red seal. As long as we have the red seal, we're fine. We don't actually need glass. Good to know. Blue seal jack. Nah, too late. I need strength. Strength and a hung man. Okay. I don't want to use my strength. I want to turn the gold seal jack into a king. Are the purple seals going to get there? They're probably not going to get there. Well, maybe not with that attitude. So, strength here on the 7s, or save the strength for the gold seal. Let's save the strength for the gold seal. Maybe I don't care about the gold seal anymore. Maybe I should do the 7s. Seven and probably steal. We gonna hang him and then take the money. Not man. Nope. Jupiter. Fine. All right, play the jack as a pair. Dang, here's a bunch of glass cards. That's a flush. Let's not play a flush. All right, discard to find my red seal. Strength. Okay, I mean 8 and 7 here, we can strengthen. Death. So death to copy the red seal is probably what we're supposed to do. It'll make it much easier for us to get the flush 5 if flush 5 is the thing that we want to do. Alright, I'm playing the 7. Pair of 7s. One, two, three, four, 5. But we don't need that 7, right? Don't need to play the glass. You can play the glass next to Ante. I now have 7 kings for my flush 5. Boss says random cards discarded. Okay. More glass. Almost the whole deck glass. Hung man, perfect. Don't need the showman. Okay, glass, jack, ace and 6. We gonna hang them. Use temperance. Gives me a little bit of reroll money. We can go one more. There's death. 16 bucks. Go next. Alright. I can use death to copy the purple 9. So like, what if I play the jack? Oh, I lose the gold seal. Alright, what happens if I play the 7? 2 purples? Nice. Alright, no moon. No magician. Discard. Purple. I have strength. I can use strength on a 9 and a 10, I guess, for the jack. One, two. Discard the glass. All right. Oh. If I want to use dusk, which represents a ×4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to play one more hand here. We lose the red seal, which also represents a ×4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the glass card. Cool. We can go back in time. This is E11. Go back in time. So that we don't have to use any glass cards. Celestial pack. Take Eris. Now my constellation is 2.9. Wow. Wheel? Nah. Eris? Sure. Don't need magician. Probably. What was the boss? Playing in one hand type. Well, that's boring. I can stone some cards. Moon? Nope. Alright, play the 7s. I can discard 3 purples. I have strength, I have death. Okay, so strength here. Copy the jack. Look at all these purples. I can do strength on the jack and the queen. All of a sudden we have a bunch of strength. Okay. Play the queen. I still have too many cards on deck. 38 is so many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Especially since we went back in time and now we have less hands. Alright, ship it. My flush 5 has half as much molt as my flush, but that's because it's level 11 instead of level 40. Yep. Celestial Pack, we get another Eris card. We could take Plutonium for the Constellation, or we can skip it. We could do it in the opposite order if we want. Red Seal 5, we can skip. Arrow cards. Don't need the Arrowhead. Probably don't need the Devil. Strength is fine. Time to get spooky? Almost. By the time you're watching this, it's February already. It's time to get spooky. Let's go next. Or one more. Bloodstone? Nah. People misevaluate the Bloodstone. Bloodstone doesn't do as much as you think it does. We can discard 2 purples. Okay. I can play the 7s for money. The thing about Bloodstone is you play 5 cards, each one has a chance of getting a times 1.5. So on average you get 2.5 activations of times 1.5. 1.5 times 1.5 is 2.25, and so it's like on average it's barely like a times 3 from the Bloodstone compared to the photograph is always times 2. And you can retrigger with the Chad. I can use strength on the 2 queens. I could save strength for the purple. Do it. Alright. I kind of want to save the gold seal for the final hand. Pool for strength is good enough. Play the 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship it. Red seal in front is a times 4 compared to putting the gold seal in front. We would have got extra money from activating the gold seal. I probably should have done it that way. This is stronger than we need it to be. If I go divide this by 4, it's still 10 billion. Don't have room for cola. Standard pack. Nope. A lot of polychromes. Alright, priestess, sure. Go next. Only one hand type, which means I should probably play the flush. We'll see. Temperance, Hermit, Emperor. Chariot, I can make a steel queen. Since you only get to play one hand type, let's go kings, glass, and 7. I'm gonna put the, well, let's do it this way. I'm gonna put the gold seal in front, trying not to win. Just trying to get the money. And then if it wins, that's also fine. I realized just now that that's a flush house, which was not part of the plan. That was not ideal. This is, of course, fine. Just a little bit awkward. So I play the kings, I play the 10s. And ship it. It's fine. Now I got the stinky series card. Ugh. We could go back in time again. Decrease level of poker hand. Alright. Now we got time. I haven't found a blueprint or a brainstorm. Interesting. Yeah, so I've got death. I can try to get a strength card. Hey, look, another baron. Justice. I don't need to make glass yet. So I can copy the gold seal king. I can copy the purple jack. I'm feeling purple jack. I'm gonna hold on to the heirs card in case I get a fool. Even if it's not super likely. Let's go next. Alright. So discard purple. Tower's out, chariot's out. I can play the 7s. I can play another 7. Let's go play the lucky card. I should have been playing more glass cards earlier so that I can break them. That was kind of a misplay, kind of a major misplay actually. I got so much extra. Fool. We could do Fool plus Death, looking for Strength. Stop re-rolling. Alright. Hey, wait a second. There's no purple here. There's purple. So... do I want to copy purple? Do I want to copy the red ones? Do I want to copy gold seals? Do I want to hold the Fool and the Death card to do something else? Maybe. Play the king. Play the jack. Maybe smash. Bummer. Suffering from success. Alright. Arcana pack. So... I can use death here and I could just make the jacks. That's probably what I want to do. We could hang them. I am going to strength the jacks. Okay. Purple 8. Nah, we got enough purple. There's another Baron. Justice, maybe. Death, maybe. Go next. Alright. I only get one discard. What if I do this? What if I go play a pair of 8s? Smash. Oh. What if we play a pair of 7s? Alright, so I can make a glass queen. I can copy it with death. I can discard all of these purples. Cool, for another death card. I can make another glass queen. Alright, for the finisher here, we know the flush 5 wins. So let's go ahead and chip it. Alright, so let's say that's 70 billion, right? 70 billion. That's E10. 7E10. I need 1.8 E11, so I need roughly times 2? No, times 4. So basically, if I play the same hand plus one glass card, retrigger Dusk and Sock and Buskin, then that's it. Okay. Omen Globe. Alright, so this Ante is one glass card at a time. Serpent is a non-issue. Celestial Pack, we can take Eris, we can go Jumbo Standard, skip it. Alright. There's another Death card. No room for the trading card, let's go next. Alright, so Queens, we turn into glass. Copy them with Death. And then discard them. I want to play the one glass Jack. I get one discard, so I'm going to discard these. Temperance gives me 19 bucks. Okay. So play the two queens. Smash the 8, maybe. Okay. I can throw away a queen. Alright, so here's the plan. Let's go 2 kings, 1 jack, 1 9. I don't have the steel cards, which I had last time. But this should be okay. So we said it was like 7. The 2 steel cards would be a ×2. I guess to be safe, we could play the glass queen. E12. All right. Hermit for, sorry, a Fool for a Hermit is acceptable. Okay. Go next. All right. I can play the 7s first. I can discard the 7s and the jack. Strength for my queens. Nice. I can make a steel queen if I want. I can play a king. All right, flush 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 here. Think about endless mode, even on gold stake, is like from ante 8 to ante 16. That's just as much time as from ante 1 to ante 8, except in the later antes, you have so much more stuff going on. Discarding for the purple seals, doing more rerolls per round. Every round gets longer and longer. No blueprint or brainstorm, still. Which is funny because we've seen so many death cards. No, not death cards. So many Baron cards. I can make a gold card. And use a hermit. I could almost onk here. All my jokers are eternals. Go next. Serpent, you say? 1, 2, 3. Discard 3. Okay. I can play an 8. I can play a 7. Alright, for the final one, let's go King, King, Queen, and 2 7s. Is that what I want to do? 2 7s and 8, a couple of kings. Maybe something like that. Play the queen and the 7s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. We lose a 7. That's okay. Now we need big boy scores. We need E14. So you feel like playing some glass cards? Bosses, we gotta play 5 cards. I didn't get any polychrome. Bummer. No polychrome. No blueprint. No brainstorm. Strength here is useful. I can use strength on my queens. Hungman or Emperor. I think since I only have 1 discard and 3 hands, maybe I want the Hungman. Maybe I want to skip to the boss to save my glass cards. Nah. Fine. 9 and 8. I'm just gonna hang them. I'm gonna keep this glass king because I plan on playing it. I think what I'm gonna do, throw away this queen. Dang, no money? Okay. I can use strength on the queen. I can save my strength. I can play a 7 here. Alright, queens, I can use strength. I can use the fool for more strength on more queens, or I can save the fool for a death card. I can discard these purples, I can discard the red kings. Temperance gives me money. Pool for strength. Let's go. Alright. I want to do king with these so I can retrigger. I might also want to try to sneak in the glass 8. Though, if I do the red seal, then that's equivalent. So I guess I play this king here. Not as much glass as I wanted to have on this hand. Is having the extra glass activation better or having the extra, I think the extra red seal? Now, because I have the chads, probably glass in front is better. And then we ship it. Nice. Okay. Standard packs are cheap. Just take a look. Holographic, nah. Alright. So Jupiter. No. I need tarot cards. I need the tarot merchant. I need more tarot cards in my shop. This is not doing it for me. Chariot seems useful. Go next. Okay, so discard purples. Okay. I can play a flush for money. I need to draw another glass king. Glass queen instead. That maybe works. I don't need the red seal anymore. I want to get this. I want to get the money. I can probably give up the 4. Alright, what are our options? We can play 8 and queen and kings. Ship it. This wins for sure. If we lose the glass kings here, it will be pretty stinky. We lose 1 queen, we lose 1 king. E15. Okay. Justice helps. DNA. Nope. Death. Alright. We got the tarot cards. Now we make red glass. It's time. Discard purples. I can play the kings first for money. As you do. All right. I can play a 7 for money. And then we can start discarding. So I want to discard 3 purples. I can discard this. I can discard this. Okay. Tower doesn't do anything. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should probably do this. Do 1 less glass card so that it doesn't break. And ship it. Nice. Okay. All right. Boss says face down cards. We do get a juggle tag here, so let's go get the discount. Pick up the death card. Priestess, Celestial back. All right. Do I go Spectral Pack first or reroll first? Let's reroll first. There's a Chariot, there's a Magician. Go Spectral in case there's an Ectoplasm. I can use the Death card right here. Right. I don't need the money anymore, so let's go Death. Yep. Okay. There's Death again. We could take the Seltzer instead of the Chad. So the one, my first card is going to be glass plus 2 photographs. That's going to be 3 times 2s. And then the Chad retriggers twice. So that's 6 times 2s. If I go Seltzer and retrigger all of my glass cards once, Chad is better. Chad is better because we have the photographs. If we didn't have 2 photographs, then Seltzer would be better. If I had polychrome cards, Seltzer would be better. But in our current build, Chad is better by a hair. Alright, there's Justice. There's a Fool, which I can use right away to get a Death card. We could technically roll into another Fool. Nice. Go next. Mars, nah. Alright. This king is now glass. Okay. So, yeah, basically use Death and go Death again. Awkward. This face down card is a red seal, right? Alright. Discard all of these. We should keep the steel ones, I guess. I have strength. Actually, I have plenty of glass here. Alright. I can play this king and this jack. Okay, I can use my strength. This stuff up here doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 glass kings. No polychrome. No blueprint, no brainstorm. We did have the opportunity to get the idol, but we decided not to take the idol because it didn't make sense at the time. And we ended up getting to a place where maybe the idol still would have been a little bit unstable. So I think the lesson for this particular run, maybe we had a bunch of glass cards, like maybe a glass 10 or a glass 9, a glass 4, a glass 5. We had a bunch of glass cards which we should have been playing earlier. We should have been trying to destroy them on purpose, but then we didn't. We didn't get the Tarot Tycoon, so it was a little bit harder for us to get the tarot cards. When you are playing on the gold stake with one less discard, you get less purple seal action. You can still do some purple seal stuff, but you get less. We went back in time, so we got the -1 discard, and then that also, we only get 3 tarot cards per round from the purple seals. We did get the crystal ball, which is nice though. We did get the antimatter for an extra joker slot. That's nice. Double overstock. Didn't get tarot merchant, but we got double overstock here. Anyway, ship it. Level 22 flush 5. There you go. E19. Do a little re-rolling. The Violet Vessel. So, if we wanted to keep going, what would it take? What would it take? I would need to replace the glass cards that broke. I would need I don't actually have enough glass, okay. I would need aura to get polychrome, which we didn't get. I would need maybe a chariot plus a death card, and I can make 2 red steel cards, but that would barely double our score. E19 doesn't get us to E21, so that means we are, that's it. And that's okay. There's the chariot. What's in here? Cola. What's the most efficient way for me to get out of here? I can play the steel cards. I shouldn't have played the king. The king takes too long. Alright, play a 7. Alright, before we leave here, that's it. Ship it. Yeah, once again, just like the last one, I want to say, getting to Ante 16 is pretty long, pretty late, right? Ante 16, that is just as much, that's twice as many antes as getting to Ante 8. And so it adds a lot of playtime if you want to do like a super long endless run. And so my idea for the gold stakes, or you know, some other high stake variant, instead of the blue stake, have this stake that adds 1 ante. So just adding 1 ante, requiring you to beat ante 9 on the higher stakes, or possibly requiring you to beat ante 10, I think there's still a lot of variety. There's a lot of different ways that you can beat ante 8. There's sufficient amount of variety that you can beat ante 9 or ante 10. There may be even more variety for ante 10, because if you have 2 additional antes, so from ante 8 to ante 10, if you have 2 additional antes, then that gives you more time to build a more interesting deck. right? More time to find more interesting jokers. And so part of why we play pairs on Gold Stake is because you don't have enough time, you don't have enough resources to build a solid flush deck or a solid four of a kind deck or a solid straights deck or a flush house deck, or like you can, but it's pretty rare that you actually get enough resources to do that. And so, okay, well, if I don't have enough deck building resources, then I'm just going to play pairs, and then that'll get me 2 ante 8, and then that's fine. But if you have 2 additional antes, so that's like 6 more rounds of grinding out value from gold seals and purple seals and I don't know, whatever kind of end game money generation that you have, value generation that you have, then maybe you can, in those last 2 antes, do a hard pivot. So like you start out on flushes, and then now you have more time to develop your flush houses. You start out on pairs, and maybe now you have more time to, or you start out on 2 pair, maybe you have more time to develop your 4 of a kind plan or something like that. And then if you want to go all the way to ante 16, now it becomes much more narrow as far as what types of builds are allowed. You really do need this retriggering, repeated xMult abilities like glass cards and photograph and the hanging chad, what is it, sock and buskin dusk, retriggering and xMult, and then like that's the thing. I think getting to ante 16, I think with those, either the sock and buskin with the flush 5 plan, or going for the baron with the held in hand cards, baron and mine plan, I think there is sufficient amount of diversity between those 2 plans, in the sense of like, even if that's the end game, even if the end game is, okay, I'm going for these same jokers every time, there's still a lot of gameplay in the first 4 antes. What do you do to survive the first 4 antes? What are you doing to make money in the first 4 antes? And then the next 4 antes, from ante 5 to ante 8, maybe what kind of value generation do you have there? What kind of different things are you doing to build your deck? What kind of different things are you doing to generate money? And not just about the points, not just about what your end game jokers are going to be. It's quite a long journey, and there's a lot of stuff to do along the way, or at least that's how I feel about it. All right. Take care, everyone.